Merry Christmas in September instead of July. I'm Pat Sloan, and today is the kickoff of Christmas time, the Fat Quarter Shop's mystery quilt along. We normally do it in July, but I had to dress up, right? Have to have the Christmas feel going on. Okay, before we get to that, today is International or World Chocolate Day. Chocolate is the love of so many of us. And yes, those of you who don't like chocolate, you just don't need to tell us about it. Just keep that to yourself. We're celebrating today. So if you have a quilt that has chocolate color, the color of chocolate, a lot of browns. If you have a quilt with fabric in it that has chocolates on it, I think there was like M&M candies on it, candy bars, chocolate covered strawberries, those kind of things. Share a quilt today that is chocolate inspired. You might have one with applique chocolate bars on it. I think my friends did a pattern like that many years ago. It was so cute. Chocolate, you have to have a candy bar, applique candy bar, of course. Okay, so for me, speaking of chocolates, when you share your chocolate inspired quilt, tell me your favorite chocolate. Don't do that as its own post because we're going to decline it. You got to have a quilt in there along with your favorite chocolate. This is my mainstay. I love these little peppermints, these little York peppermint patties. These are the tiny ones. Is this not open yet? How can that be? Okay, let's open it. It says it's shareable. So if you'd like to come get one, come on over. But they do have these individually wrapped, which is super nice, and they're really tiny, so they're just enough, right? Just enough. There it is. Isn't that great? Perfect. Just perfect. Okay, what else do we have before? Okay. Oh, all right. I'm so excited. I also have a book nook today, so I'm going to do that after we do the Christmas time block. So let's look at my version of the Christmas time block. Here it is. So I just, you got to have red, right? Like a red Sloan Zone mug. So cute. Or I've got the other one, right? This coffee one. Here we go. Looks similar, right? So I am going to tell you a little bit about the fabrics that I'm using and the background and the cross stitch that goes with this. So we're going to do that all over on the other side. Let's go. Let's look at the fabric that I'm going to be working with. I have a really cute line called Candy Cane Lane. So it's Candy Cane Lane by April Rosenthal. And I like April's fabrics. I've used them a lot. So we are going to, let me put this stuff over here. Okay, I'm going to show you that next. All right, so here's Candy Cane Lane. And we're starting out with that coffee cup or mug for whatever you want to put in it. And this fabric is so darn cute. There's 4 different basic colors to it. So that makes, sort of your decision on how you want to handle your background. Because there is quite a bit of background on quilts usually. So, putting things down on it, you need to make sure they're going to pop off and you don't, lose the effect. So I'm going to try to head into a lot of red green, and because I want to do this pink background, really pale pink. It's like petal pink, really pale. I thought about doing something maybe turquoisey with it. This is kind of a turquoisey green, or of course you could do white, but if you do white, you're not going to probably use much of these white fabrics. And I thought, well, I might find a place for those doing the light pink, so I'll be able to do that. Probably want to lean less on the black. So here we go. The fabrics, let's just look at the red ones. Oh, so here's our candy canes on white that was packaged with the reds. And the trees are kind of half and half, aren't they? Yeah, you don't see, you see more, you don't see more of red or, white. I love the plaid, polka dots, candy canes on red. There was the ornaments, the snowflakes, cute little Santa, a tiny little star, and then for the red there's a tone on tone red, so that's really nice. Then you have the same prints in the different shades. Like here was a tone on tone, that same, where'd it go? Here, that same fabric but green, which is kind of cool. All right, so it's like here's a green coffee. Look, green dots. All right, so we need to decide for the coffee cup. There's basically the mug and then the base or saucer that it's sitting on. So let me just pull that one page. So this is a free sew along, just to remind you. And so here's the mug. So I've got the body and the base. So I could do something fun for the, I have to have a red mug, you know. I can't have anything but a red mug. So what do I have? I have, and I did get 2 extra pieces because I might do something, who knows. I just got them just to be sure. So if I do like the ornaments for the mug, or I could do the snowflakes. I want to do something because it's a big piece. I don't want to do something small scale, you know, so that's a big chunk. The candy canes would be cute. And I'm going to do something Christmassy. I mean, I could do the dots because, you know, I love dots. But I'm thinking I would rather have one of the other prints. I think I want to do the ornaments. I just think that's really cute. And so for the base, I could do the green polka dot. So I could make it very, very Christmassy like this. And so this would be the mug. The handle is the same fabric as the body. And so I think that's what I'm going to do on the pink, and that will be the mug. Now let's also, while we're here, let's look at the cross stitch portion because I have finished my hat is too big. I have finished the Boo Crew. I haven't made it, you know, completed it all, but I finished it. So let me show you that. So here is the Boo Crew all stitched. And so now I have to find some fabric, and I'm going to make it into a rectangle pillow, and I have a pillow form that it fits perfectly. So I just need to, you know, sew it around, get some fabric for that. That means that I am going to start the Christmas time cross stitch. Now, the first part, this is the supply list, so you can see what the first week is. It's got that cute little bow, and I have all the supplies for that. So let me show you what we have. You have to have all the cute stuff. You really do. Why bother if it's not cute? Oh, I forgot to show you this too. For the patchwork, there are Christmas alphabetties. Oh my goodness, look how cute those are. And so look. Ho, ho, ho. So those are so darling, and I'm going to use these for, you know, laying out the patchwork stuff. Okay, so there are needle minders. They're super cute needle minders. Bev has the red truck with the Christmas tree. Isn't that darling? And then this is the holly that I've been using on the other Christmas one that I'm going to also go back to working on. That's on black, remember that one? So there's some needle minders. And I also want to remind you about the fig tree pins, the super cute hedgehog with the little ferns and the darling mushroom and the little wreath. So those are there's still some of those. Okay, I've got a red bag for the cross stitch. Whoops. Bang. And I've got a pull, which is, what is it? The Antiques House. This is one of Bev's. So I've got the pull on there. And I have the sort of oatmeal color. It's called natural, you know, cross stitch cloth. And then you can get either DMC or the classic Colorworks threads. If you want to get a kit, you can just get a kit. There's not that many colors, 2 reds, 2 greens, 2 browns, and a white. So you might have all you need at home, but I don't have I got the kit. Anyways, I like getting them. I'm going to use the classics Colorworks. So I'm all set to do the cross stitch portion. So I'm going to work really hard to stay up with this one. And I think I can do that. I think that'll be a little easier for me than the Boo Crew was, because I had a bunch of other stuff. I think I can. I know I can. Now this project is not really very big. It's a pretty small quilt. I don't have the sheet right handy that tells me the size of it, but it's real reasonable. It's probably like under 36 inches. I'll pop it up here on the screen. But you can do this with your scraps, with fabric you already own. You just need, I think it's a yard of the background. So as long as you have a yard of a background fabric, you could even mix that up some with a couple of different fabrics if you really wanted to just use what you have. So dive in, join in, because it is so much fun to sew these little mysteries, these little holiday mysteries. They're just great. And I hope to do something on a border, like expand it out just a little bit. With a border, I don't know what, but I got those 2 fabrics I showed you so that I have some options. Okay, before we look at the book nook, let me give you an update over here. Yes, Midnight Moon is still on the wall. Here I am dressed for Christmas. And we haven't even had the fall yet. We haven't even had fall yet. So Midnight Moon, I am loving how it looks getting the blocks together, because they look so much tidier and neater once you start sewing. So I did a 3x3. So 2 of them. So I have this one, that's a 3x3 and a 2x3. And I will repeat that up here and then up there to get all these units. And that is my mission in the next day or so, because I need to get this off of the wall. So actually today, I think I can get all that the top done. And then I will put just a small border around it. I am going to float it, maybe like a 2-inch border of something. Maybe I might make it scrappy, go through all those lights and get enough of them to go around. I think that might look nice. Yeah. So that is definitely what's going on. Gotta get that off the wall. Gotta get it done. You can't just let these things just hang like that. All right, I had a wonderful mail call from Claudia in Georgia. Look at this. Look at this card. Isn't that pretty? Quilts, quilts, everything quilts. And then she sent me some super cute 2.5-inch squares, and these are darling. And she said they're all sort of wintry ones. See the snowman? Yeah, I like that. There's a big snowflake on that one, and there's some Christmas trees. Yeah, so this is going to be super cute. I just finished a block. Where is it? Hold on. I just finished a block. Let me show you. Because I put a lot of the fun sort of novelty things in there. Look at that one. Some of you might recognize your fabric. Look at the seals. Balancing the ball. So cute. Oh, that is just finished. All right, let's take a look at the book nook, because it's a super cute book with miniature quilts. So let's take a look. So for the book nook today, I want to show you Kim Deal's book. She has done an entire series, and she's done them for many years, called Simple Whatnots. And they are smaller quilts. She calls them mini quilts. I think some of them do have larger pieces. They're just a smaller size, but a lot of them do have a little bit smaller pieces to it. Kim is wonderful at photography and showing how to use these little quilts in your home in different settings. And I think she does most of this photography, or she sets it up and then their photographers do the work. But a lot of this is Kim's things, so you have to just really enjoy that part of her books, because not everybody has that ability or has all those wonderful things like this, to be displaying your small quilts with. So she tells you a little bit about it in the beginning, what exactly here the concept of the quilts are, because she loves to do big quilts, but she also really gravitates back to doing these mini quilts that she can use a lot of different fabrics, and they're sort of scrappy. And so I just wanted to show you a few of them. Here is some there. Like, look at this. Isn't that wonderful? And the size of it is the size of the quilt, 20 by 20. So those are pretty small quilt, but there's a lot packed in there. I'm going to show you a few of the photos. So here, get a nice close-up of the quilting. Let me bring you in this a little bit more. There we go. See? So look at the texture that quilting did. It's an overall on there, but it's really, really pretty. Here's another of the quilts with the flying geese. And I'm going to see if I can get some more of the vignettes that she does. Oh, here's a good one. Look at this. Look how gorgeous it is on the corner of a table, just to decorate with. She's got this, you know, books and sort of flowers in a vase all under the glass, and all these really pretty things. Ah, so nice. So nice. All right. There's the scale from the front, you know, filled with candy. We like that. And here's some silver. Isn't that beautiful? Look how pretty that is. And this piece is 21 by 27. So this happens to be a rectangle. There you go. See how that is? And so they're not real big pieces. They really are miniature quilts. And that whole concept is really fun. So I would love to know, like, do you do miniature quilts? Do you like that concept? Do you like piecing like that? Here's a bunch with a bunch of little tiny squares. So that would be, wow, you could really use up some scraps. Another one that's 20 by 20. So these are really quite tiny. Look at this. Baskets, the 4 baskets. And look at these, look like antique pie tins. Everything is just gorgeous in here. So this book is called Simple Whatnots 3, which means there is actually a Simple Whatnots 1 and 2. I don't know if they're all still in print, but she has done such an amazing job with these quilts. They're really fun books also to look through for decorating ideas, because I like that part too. So I don't know, someday I'm going to have to try one of these minis. Maybe I'll do one from her book, maybe next year, because it's just sort of not my go-to thing. You know, I've done, like when I did the Midnight Moon, I did Splendid Sampler, I've done 6-inch blocks, but I haven't really made a goal of like a 20 by 20 quilt. And these are really, really nice. So it's kind of fun. I really like the book. And a reminder, before I let you go, that the Aliso Iron, this is the main size, and so it is on 15% discount still today, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and then this discount or this coupon is expired. So if you did not pick one up yet and you are looking, today is the day. Be sure you go and get it. I have a video out there that shows you the features, so I will link that below here. So if you've never looked at the features, you can do that. Okay, Christmas time. Time to make your drink, because you know you're here in the Sloan Zone. So I love you. Mwah. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being in the Sloan Zone. I will see you online. Bye-bye.